Wake up to soberness, righteously do not sin, for some do not have the knowledge of Elohim. I speak this to your shame. He says, some do not have the knowledge. So what's knowledge? It's relational. You've heard me say this like a million times, okay? This knowing is relation. It's an intimacy. It's a relationship, okay? See, a lot of you guys think you know me, but you don't, because we don't have an intimacy. I don't hardly spend any time with you. We've only talked a little bit. You really don't know me. You've seen me on the screen or whatever. But there are those who I'm very close to that know me, because there's a level of intimacy, okay, in terms of our relationship. We spent enough time and had enough openness. And there's only a few people that have that in your life that actually know you that well. But those are the ones who actually know you, okay? And everybody else doesn't, all right? Which is why, by the way, you are susceptible. You ready for this? You're susceptible to hearing something said about somebody and believing it because you really don't know them. In this congregation, there's a lot of you talking about each other. There's a lot of yakking going on, okay? Not a lot of it pretty either. Some of it nice. Some of it positive. A lot of it isn't. I mean, sometimes I feel like we're back in middle school, okay, with the childish yakking that goes on. But most of the yakking is going on by people that really don't know the person they're talking about. Oh, they may know them like they spend some time, but not really know them like they spent a lot of time and had that intimacy where they're close, okay? Because most of us don't allow ourselves to get that close to anybody, or at least don't let people get in that close. But you may think, because I've heard people say, oh, but so-and-so and I are best friends, and I know the person they're talking about, like, but they don't think you're best friends. Look, the relationship you think you have with somebody is not determined by what you think, it's determined by what they think, okay? Because a lot of people may walk around thinking they're your best friend, you're like, no, they're not, but they think they are. It's like I told you, a relationship with the Creator is not what you think it is, whatever He thinks it is. That's the Lord. They thought they had a relationship that they did not have, okay? So whether or not you're in a good relationship, that knowing, intimate relationship, is determined by the other person's understanding of that, not yours. You could feel that you are, but whether you are or not has to do with what they think, okay? I got a close friend that got divorced many years ago, and he never saw it coming, still had no idea. I mean, it was because he didn't know her that well. She was keeping this stuff that weren't as intimate, where somehow he just had no idea there was a problem. This happens to a lot of people. Friendships end, relationships end, because they're thinking that they have something that maybe they don't really have. Because it's the other person that gets to decide that, okay? The other person gets to decide that. You could think you have a relationship with somebody, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, but it depends on whether or not they agree with you and think they have the same thing you think you have. So here he's saying, wake up, okay? Because some do not have the relationship of Elohim with Elohim that they should have.